Hello everybody, it's Maikito, and quickly before I get into the picks and everything like that, here's the screenshot showing the payment to Eduardo. Again, congratulations to him. He messaged me privately on Discord, showed me proof it was him, got all that settled. So again, congratulations to him. I know this video is out late. I had work, came out, had to do research and stuff like that. So I know it's a little late, but it's still better than no video. So I'll just get straight into the picks. My first pick is Kulusevski to go lower than 2 fouls, playing away from home for Tottenham, going up against Leicester City. This one is just one of those picks where I do not think he gets 3. He averaged 1.76 per 90, so he averages close to 2, but I don't. Like I said, I do not think he gets 3. He went under with 1 in both recent friendly games against Bayern. They played recently in 2 friendlies, and he went under in both of those with 1. And the last 5 Prem Stars that he had last season, he went under this mark in 4 out of the 5. And I can easily see him being one of the players substituted out of the game. He was one of those last season as well. And when you look at the players that he has up in the attack, it's him. It's likely going to be him, Solanke, and Son. And out of those 3, I definitely see him being the first one subbed out for like Brendan Johnson. So first of all, I like the chance of him not playing the full game, which is good for us. And I also see more Tottenham possession, which means they have the ball more, which means less chances for him to foul the opponents. And like I said, I think this is too high of a mark. I like Kulusevski to go lower than 2 fouls. My next prop is his teammate James Madison to go higher than 0.5 shots on target. He averaged 0.96 per 90 last season in the Premier League. And the main reason why I like this is because he is playing against his former team in Leicester City. Before he joined Tottenham, he was there and he did great there. And now he's going against them. He's an efficient shooter, and by efficient I mean around half of the shots he takes are on target. And 31 of his shots came from outside the box. From inside the box. And 27 came from outside. So 50-50 chance that he'll shoot from outside or inside the box. And I like his chance of it going on target again, especially against his former team. There's always like records and like a good track record in general with any team with a big player scoring against a former team. And he's the attacking midfielder, so he's going to be up there attacking, playmaking, helping his team as well. And with Son, Kulusevski, and Solanke, there's a lot of players that will be distracted. Yes, I'll keep an eye on him, but he'll be able to find that space. Against his former team, I like this. I like James Madison to go higher than 0.5 shots on target. My next play is Sylla to go higher than 2 shots, playing at home for Valladolid, going up against Espanyol. He averaged 2.69 per 90 in the second division in La Liga last season. And even though it's now it's the first division, I still like this prop because they're playing against Espanyol, another team that got promoted. So it's like playing a second division game all over again. So I'm not really worried about how it will transfer over to a better league because they're playing the same opposition that they played last year. He played them in one of the games last season, and out of 11 total shots that Valladolid took, he went over and took 3 of those shots. And in the 3 games that they played each other 3 times, 2 in the league and 1 in the cup, Valladolid took 15 shots at home and then played away from home against them twice and took 11 in both of those games. So I just like the fact that Valladolid already takes shots against them in general, and he took 3 from 11 that he took against them, and now they're playing at home. Sylla is 6 foot tall and won 71% of his aerial duels, so he's another big threat that will help be in the box for Valladolid. And the last 2 games of the season that were in May and June, which was about 2 months ago, he went over. Well, he had one of them, he had 2, and the other one he had 3. And Valladolid in the second division last season had the best attack in the league, and he was a big part of that. Now again playing against a team that he's played before, I just like this spot. I like Sylla to go higher than 2 shots. And my last player prop that I like is Weah to go higher than 1.5 shots, playing at home for Juventus, going up against Como. Last season, when he did play for Juventus, first of all, he was more of a half of his games were off the bench, half of his game were as a starter, and he played either usually as a fullback or as a right midfielder in a 3-4-3, which means he wasn't even like the attacking winger. He would really help on the defense, so he really wasn't attacking last season. But now in the friendlies, he's been used as a winger, and I expect the same thing to happen this game. And in 2 games in friendlies, he went over in 1 out of the 2. The one he went under was against Atletico Madrid, which is a good defensive team regardless. And the one that he went under Atletico, he went over against Brest. The fullback guarding him for Como is going to be Albert Moreno. And first of all, he's older, he's not as fast. Second of all, he's an overlapping fullback, so he helps them in the attack, which is good for him because he'll be able to exploit that space in behind the defenders. So he'll have a lot of space. He's a quick player. He's a great dribbler. And I think this is just too big of a game for Como to overcome the Juventus side. I expect a lot of shots taken from Juventus. And even if you look at how he played in the Copa America for the U.S., he started in one game and played the full game as a right winger against Bolivia, and he went over with 3 shots. So I think 1.5 is just too low. I feel like they're underestimating how good he's gonna play. So like Tim Weah to go higher than 1.5 shots. I want to give a quick shout out to my partner Underdog Fantasy. You can use code Maikito in the description. They'll match your first deposit up to $100, and you also get a free play when you first sign up. So you might as well take advantage of that. I also have my PrizePick and my Fliff linked in the description if you want to use those. PrizePicks is another fantasy app, and then Fliff is a money line and like app that you can use for that type of bets. And then I also have my Cashapp linked if you ever want to donate. I really much appreciate it, and I think anybody who supports me in any way. My first moneyline play is the Atletico Madrid moneyline, playing away from home for Villarreal. They played each other last season twice, home and away, and Atletico Madrid won both of them. They won 3-1 at home and won 1-2 away from home. And it's pretty much the same Atletico Madrid team, except they've actually got 2 new signings that are going to start that I think is going to be a great contribution to them. First of all, they got Lenormand, a center back from Real Sociedad. He was great defensively, and that's just going to bolster Atletico Madrid's already good defense that they had last season. And they signed Sorloth up top as striker, and he's a great signing. He had 23 goals last season in La Liga, and he had, from those 23 goals, he shot 36 on target. So 2/3 of the shot that he took on target were goals, and I think that's just a great addition, a great replacement for Alvaro Morata, if not better. So I like the signings that they've made. And he's playing against his former team. Like I mentioned with Madison, you know how players do against their former teams. And then Villarreal, on the other hand, have lost some good players in my opinion. They lost their goalkeeper Jorgensen, who was a big part in their them not conceding as many goals as they did. They lost Traore in the attack. They lost Capui in midfield. So I just think they're nowhere near as good as Atletico Madrid. And I think you're getting good value because they're playing away from home. And in the preseason, Atletico were undefeated, winning 3 games and drawing 1, while Villarreal, on the other hand, were very inconsistent, winning 1, drawing 2, and losing 1. And the one that they lost was their most recent friendly against Brighton, where they lost 4-0. So Atletico's in form, Villarreal is not. Atletico Madrid has the better team. Villarreal has not strengthened their team at all, in my opinion. They conceded 32 goals in 19 home games last season, and I think it's a good spot for Atletico to exploit that. So I like the Atletico Madrid money line against Villarreal. And then my second prop, a safer one, I like Juventus to score 2 or more goals against Como. They averaged 1.37 in the league last season. They scored 26 and 19, so they're guaranteed to score 1. It's whether they get that second, and against Como, I believe they will. I just like this team honestly better than the one they had last season. The signings of Douglas Luiz and Thuram are both great and underrated in my opinion. They're good signings to help bolster that pretty good team that they had last season. And now they have Weah, who's on the wing, who again I think he plays better on the wing than him being played at fullback. They underused him last season, and now they're gonna see how good he really is, especially on that wing. And Como conceded 21 goals in 19 away games in the Serie B. They conceded 1 for sure, and now in the Serie A, which is a much tougher league, I expect that number to go up. And in the first game away from home to Juventus is gonna be a wake-up call for them. I like this matchup. And their goalkeeper is going to be Pepe Reina, who, first of all, he's a lot older. He's 41. He's nowhere near as good as he used to be. And last season, he played in La Liga. He only played 2 games the whole season. So it's not even like he's been playing a lot. He barely played last season. He's a lot older. So I just don't even think he's going to be doing as good as he should be. And against Juventus, I do not see him being a contributing factor. I just feel like he's there for veteran purposes, but I just think he's not that good anymore. And they, in the last preseason game, Como allowed Sampdoria to score 1 goal from 3 on target, and now they're playing against Juventus, where I can easily see them getting 5 to 6 on target, and they're a much better offensive team. I just like this mark. I like Juventus to score 2 or more against Como. And then this last one, I usually don't do these like higher plus money plays. Let me know what you guys think, if I should do this more, do one, or just not just do what I usually do. But I'm actually taking Douglas Luiz to score or assist for Juventus against Como. I would say put half a unit on this because you're getting a lot of value on this. But I actually like this play because, first of all, in Aston Villa last season where he played, he was used as a center defensive midfielder, sometimes as a box-to-box, and he had 14 goals and assists in 35 games. So that's a goal about every 2 to 3 games on average. So he had a lot of goal contributions playing as a defensive midfielder in the Premier League, and 9 goals. He scored 9 goals from those 14 goals and assists. None of them were goals, and he took 17 shots on target. So half of the shots on target that he took last season were goals. So I like that. And those assists that he got, again, were playing as a defensive midfielder, and now he's going to be playing as the attacking midfielder, where he can be more of an asset on the offense, where I think he'll do good in, because he's not going to have to worry about defending. And I just think it's a good chance he gets it. You can call this a gut call if you want, but I just like the value you're getting on this because they're not sure how he's going to play. He came off the bench against Brest, played 23 minutes, and he's got an assist. So I just like the value you're getting here. He can pass to Yildiz, he can pass to Weah, he can pass to Vlahovic, or he can score himself. Again, I just like the value here that you're getting for Douglas Luiz to score or assist. Like I said, let me know if you think I should do more of these. Maybe do a video, or like a half of unit you can put on these. Just let me know what you guys think. Quickly going over last video's picks. I didn't forget. I just wanted to get to the picks first because this video is already late as it is. But in total, I believe I sent 10 player props, and one of them did push. So out of those 9, it was 4 and 5. So could have been a much better day. Could have been worse as well. The ones that hit were Indica and Flecken from the video, and then Vitinho and Sanabria were added plays that also hit as well. And Kunku, he got subbed out 10-15 minutes into the second half against Man City. He would have easily hit. He was one of their best players. Not sure why he got subbed out. Vinny, they just struggled against this Mallorca side. He had 2. He didn't take that third. I added Clark. He played as a playmaker, got an assist, played well, just didn't shoot. And then Mateta got subbed out at halftime, which was unfortunate. I didn't expect him to get subbed out that soon as well. And then Asignon, to go higher than 1.5 tackles, he had 1, got a yellow card, and then they subbed him out because he wasn't as aggressive anymore. And then money lines, both teams to score in the Palace-Brentford game. That one hit as well. And then Madrid, second half money line. Again, they struggled against this Mallorca side. Overall, yesterday, I believe it was like a 5 and 6 day or something like that. So average day, but most people took those Indica Flecken plays on the Discord, and a lot of people hit off of those. If I have any more added plays when it comes to tomorrow's video, I'll put them in the pinned comment. And if you want to join the Discord, you can. It's linked in the description. Completely free. Doesn't cost anything. It's just people post their own slips there. There's a lot of people there that know what they're talking about as well. Especially when I'm busy, so I have work or I'm out. There's other people there posting their slips as well. People talking about lines. Building a good community there. So if you want to join, you go ahead. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, all of that. And won't extend this video out any more than it has to. So I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.